It's amazing. We're learning so many things. There's so much to learn. I've been here for 2 weeks and already I know a lot of things. In one course, you get a lot of things that are combined in one course.
We at Better Best identified the opportunities in the maritime sector around about 2012. The importance of the ocean economies was underpinned by President Jacob Zuma announcing Operation Pekisa and the unprecedented amount of investment that was committed towards the ocean economies. The aim was to create an underwater engineering program that will benefit not only beneficiaries from local coastal communities, but from communities all over the country.
SeaDog is a training provider, skills development in order to change lives.
When they first come here, it's just a lot of words. They know the words, but they don't know what it is. And once we start training them and they realize this is real, I can learn to apply these skills in various areas, it broadens their horizons.
The government sets out the training standards for commercial diving in South Africa. They're part of an international forum where all the standards then are aligned worldwide.
Which means that you have to have a fairly large legislative component, which is all guided by the overarching rule that the employer must provide a safe and healthy workplace, and then we have the obligation of the diver to inform himself as to what the correct procedures and the correct emergency procedures are.
A student goes through a Class 4, a Class 3, a Class 2, and then a Class 1 in progression of diving from an air diver to saturation diver, and they get a Department of Labour permit which allows them to dive within South Africa or anywhere in the world.
Our main aim currently is to gain entry for our top 10 students into a saturation dive program. Saturation diving is a form of offshore diving whereby divers are placed in a compression chamber and are kept at a certain depth compression for a period of 28 days at a time. This greatly increases the amount of time divers can spend underwater, busy actually working without having to worry about the compression after every single shift. Saturation diving is extremely specialized and extremely dangerous industry to go into. For a person, a diver, to become a saturation diver, they have to go through a very intensive training program.
When the guy first arrives here, the very first basic thing is swimming. They have to develop a certain level of competency in swimming because that is, of course, safety orientated. You get into trouble in the water, you have to be able to swim. And thereafter they go into our entry-level classes, which is diving on scuba, and that qualifies them to work in reservoirs, harbours, doing marine research. Then the next level they go to what we call a Class 3, which is diving on air supplied from the surface, and these guys are allowed to dive to 30 metres. And then our final level, that is a Class 2, where the guys are taught to dive now on surface supply down to 50 metres, and this prepares the guys for working offshore in the oil industry, and the latest call for divers has been in the wind farms.
I hear that there are only 2 female divers, commercial divers in South Africa, so I'm going to be adding to that number. Yes, so I'm very excited.
We've benefited quite a few of the local content in Saldanha Bay. Some of them are out in industry, others have gone into different aspects, but with this as a foundation part of their learning.
In the whole entire town, let me just say city, I'm the only diver. And now I'm not just a diver, I'm a commercial diver, so I'm pretty excited.
We partnered with academics and industry leaders from around the world and developed the program, and I'm proud to say that today, with the support of the National Skills Fund, have 60 beneficiaries from the program from communities all over the country.
We work with Better Best, who is part of the upliftment and skills development programs. So we do a lot of work with companies where if we're not doing the upskilling ourselves, we work in collaboration with these projects.
Now I got a chance from Better Best to do it free. They paying for me to do the bursaries, but it's very nice.
It's a goal that is right. I like it. In this age of us, I think it's gonna be right for us.
I'm really grateful to be here. I really love diving, and it made my life go easier, and I'm looking forward to build it my future.
When they come here, they've got a low-level qualification, earning low-level money, and in the 3 months they're here, they go back, instead of earning $40 a day, they can earn $400 a day. It changes their lives.
I've taken great pride in seeing it grow in the past 6 years, and actually the openings that have come forward.
My future looks bright because of this course.
They are patient. They can teach you from nothing to something.
Nobody can take that thrill away from me of thinking, I'm not just teaching people a subject, I change their lives.